Good morning, everyone. I'm here to do a daylily video, as you can see. And these daylilies are on the side of my house. I was going to pull them out. When I moved here, we had a whole lot of them and they will just completely take over. So I pulled all of them out, and a few of them just decided they wanted to keep coming. So I left them. And this year I figured I better, do a little video on this. I like to do my videos on wild edibles and tell you about the medicinal parts of it. You can further do research on books and Google sources and other sources that you may find. But this is the daylily, and these are the most common. These can be the tiger lilies are wild, and the orange are the ones that I'm familiar with eating. So this one, the Latin name is Hemerocalis, and the meaning of it is beautiful for a day. So which means they open during the day, they bloom during the day, and they'll close at night, and they're done. They're just a one-day plant, or say flower. So there are over 80,000 varieties, and they're like a very drought resistant, tolerant, and they're excellent for erosion control. So the buds are really high in vitamin A and C, protein, magnesium, phosphorus, iron, calcium, sodium, thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin B3, which helps the brain function, helps to lower cholesterol, and helps arthritis. And it has probably more than what I'm telling you, but I'm just giving you a little rundown. Like I said, you could do a little more research on it. The flowers are antispasmodic, they're sedative, they're laxative, so you really don't want to eat too many. You can pull off a little leaf, a petal, and take a nibble on it and see how you like it and see how it tastes to you. You don't want to overdo them. Just remember they're emetic. The extracts are used as a fever reducer, a painkiller. It's good for breast cancer, PTSD, blood purifier. It's a mild painkiller. So in large quantities, they say they're hallucinogenic. So by boiling them, it removes the effects. So you want to eat them in small amounts. You don't want to go filling a whole bowl up with them and eating them the first time you've ever tried them, because you may have a reaction because your body isn't, I've eaten them plenty of times. So my body's used to eating them, and I know what I can handle and what I can't handle on them. So in the 1920s, they started hybridizing them. And from what I learned from my teachers years ago, they said, stay away from anything that's really hybridized, like the really colorful ones, because I'm sure there's medicinal value to them, but I also do believe that they are not the wild, and we're doing wild edibles. And if that's the only thing you had to eat, yeah, then go ahead and try it. But I think we can find a lot of these in the woods, or not woods, I'm sorry. They do grow a lot on the sides of the roads. Don't pick them on the sides of the roads. We have a lot of pollution from our cars, from the salt trucks in the winter time. Who knows? You got farm trucks that go by and they use herbicides and pesticides. Just think more clearly before you go ahead and harvest something on the side of the roads. You want to make sure that it's something that maybe you've grown in your backyard, or it's wild in your backyard, or you're somewhere away from the high traffic areas. These are a popular staple in an Asian cuisine. They're either fresh or dried. Every part of the lily is edible. All lilies are edible, but like I just said, you just want to probably stay away from the ones that are really cultivated, the colorful ones. They say that the yellow ones are the tastiest. I've never had the yellow ones, and they are the most common ones. I've only found, like I said, the orange ones are the ones that I use, the daylily, because this is the one that I'm familiar with. So you just want to be mindful, be very mindful. I like the orange ones myself. So the daylily shoots, the young shoots or tubers, right around maybe 5 inches or so, are edible. They're boiled like a potato. They're antimicrobial, anti-parasitic. You can eat the tubers, the young roots. The juice is an antidote for arsenic poisoning. The shoots, the flowers, the buds, They're rich in iron in the flower. You can eat them in salads, soups, and stews. You see these older ones, you can take these off and dry them and save them and have them for your stews and your soups and things that you're cooking later on. So don't think that these are, oh, they're gone by, they're dead. No, you want to, I'll pull these off tonight, and I have a whole bowl of them. So I'm going to be going in after I do 2 videos. One video is really to tell you about the wild edible, and the second video is usually I just go in and I cook it, and I show you how to make wild dishes and edibles with it. So I'm not going to dig up the tubers. I just don't really think I need to do that and cook them for you. You can get an understanding that you can eat them. There's a lot of videos out there too that people have boiled them down and cooked them. But they say that the root juice is an antidote for arsenic poisoning, which is really interesting. The shoots, the flower buds, like I said, they're rich in iron. The flowers, you can eat them in salad, soup, stews. They've also made cordage from the older leaves, and they also use it to make footwear and bedding and ground covering. So I thought that was pretty interesting, because they're pretty thick and leathery. The leaves on the ground, I'm pointing, you can see the leaves. You can eat those also. So the daylily tea, you can add the lilies to the tea water fresh and steep them for about 7 to 10 minutes, and you can serve that hot or cold. I may do that for the cooking video. If I have a moment, I'll make the tea. The tiger lilies, a lot of you are familiar with the tiger lilies, and the tiger lilies are the ones that have little spots on them and they look like a little tiger. That's why they're called tiger lily. Those are also edible. They're anti-inflammatory, they're diuretic, they're emmenagogue, they're expectorant. It relieves heart disease, pain in the cardiac region, and the angina pectoris, used to treat coughs, sore throats, palpitations, and boils. Bulbs are baked or roasted like potatoes. They taste similar to turnips. Remember, these are toxic to feline, to cats. So don't let your cats chew on any of these, because it can cause kidney failure. The leaves, the flowers, the tubers, the buds the day before they bloom, like these. The day before they bloom, like I can pull these off, and I can put them in a flour of any choice, and I can deep fry them. So always make sure that you do a nibble test, which we were taught. Just nibble it and make sure that it's something that isn't going to, give you an upset stomach or whatever, because you're probably not used to it. Or, like I said in the past, many people are very toxic, and a lot of your wild edibles definitely can do some detoxing. So eat with your mind and think, maybe I'll just do a little bit to see if I have a reaction. Not that they're poisonous, but they're really going in and probably doing something to you that you don't want it to do. So remember, everybody's different, and everybody has sensitivities. So you want to do this with all of your wild edibles. Don't just assume. So I'm going to give you a few things that you can actually cook these for, or make with them. You can cook the tubers with potatoes and garlic scapes, basil, butter, salt and pepper, so it makes a really nice little dish, and you're getting some nutrients. Number 2 would be the daylily salad. You can add the petals and fried daylily. You can fry the daylily petals. You can put in stir fries. Number 3 would be, make a stir fry of the lily leaves. We're going to do a few of these. I'm going to make the cheese stuffed lilies, which I'm going to use a vegan type cheese. You can use whatever you want, but I'm going to show you how to do it. It's so fun. We used to always do these in our class. Stir fried buds and the green buds with a flour batter of your choice. The lily petals, you take these petals and you can fry those up, and they will get nice and crispy and crunchy, and you can put them on your salads or on the top of a dish, a casserole dish. The lily tea, which I talked about, number 7. Number 8 would be just throw them in the salad. You can chop them up or just leave them whole. They make a beautiful salad. You can throw it all in there. Number 9, the closed dried flowers for stews and soups, which would be the dried these closed ones. Here's one back here. You can take these off and cook them also. I'm sure there's other things that I'm probably not mentioning, but you get the idea. So that's it. I'm 10 minutes long here with my little video, and I hope my video you can hear me a lot better. I bought this awesome cheap little microphone that makes a big difference. And there's a lot of background noise because there's a lot of traffic. So I really enjoy having this little microphone that plugs right into my phone when I'm doing my videos. So if you have questions, you can leave me a comment. Their comments are open now on my YouTube channel. I found out why that people weren't able to make comments was I was putting it in a safe for children mode, and I didn't realize that it wasn't able to make comments in that mode. So now you can do comments, or you can go on my website, which is vermontpureherbs.com, or on my Facebook, which is Vermont Pure Herbs, and leave a comment there. If you have questions, you can leave questions through the website also about any of the herbal remedies that are on there and that are available at this time. So please leave a like and share with your friends, because it really helps my business grow and it helps people get this information out there, especially in the times we're at right now. We start learning our wild edibles because you never know when you're really going to need them. So for now, be safe. Use your head when it comes to wild edibles, and if you have questions, feel free to, ask me, and if I don't know, I will find someone that does. So enjoy this wonderful day, and peace.